Five, four, three, two, one, fire.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Mouth of the Wolf. My name is Valerio, and today I'm the announcer of this podcast. Let me introduce the crew of today. We have Maria Elena and William as host and co-host, Robert as producer, interviews by Patrick, Indira as at the spotlight, AUR Life by Lexi, reviews by Mari, news by Jack, and we have also the awesome Alex as camera operator, and Kathleen the audio engineering.
Thank you for that, Valerio. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. You caught me in an unexpected moment.
You're not used to people asking how you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, welcome everyone to another episode of Mouth of the Wolves. I'm your host today with Willem as my co-host. Hello. Willem, you're looking very professional today.
Yeah, I had an internship presentation, that's why.
Yeah, I did the same too, but I changed my shoes. I was wearing heels and now I'm just wearing sneakers.
That's smart.
Yeah, I cannot handle that.
Like my pochette?
No, I'm just. Oh, what?
My pochette?
Oh, we say pocket square. Way less cool.
We
huh?
in Belgium say
like
pochette.
Yeah. It's a nice little paisley you got going there. I got quite a few pocket squares. I really do like pocket squares.
Yeah,
Despite
cool.
the fact that I look like shit today.
No, that's not true.
Well, it's okay because I'm gonna look way better later after Liv blows my beard out. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Don't worry about it.
Well, today's topic is traveling, and I picked this topic because I've been traveling a lot this past month, so I thought that would be fun. I've been away almost every weekend, and it's been exhausting. And as we have two study abroads here in this room, Jack and Lexi, I would like to ask how you guys do this every weekend. How do you possibly travel every weekend, like go to the airport and back to more than one country?
It's exhausting, but I guess it's worth it at the end of the day, you know? So
Yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot, but I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, so I'd much rather go to a bunch of different places and be exhausted at the end of the semester than kind of just sitting around in Rome. I mean, sitting in Rome would be pretty cool too, but.
I guess. Have you ever hit a moment when you're like, I can't do this anymore, I just want to go back home, meaning back here to Rome? Do you have any troubles or anything like that?
definitely by the end of, I was in Dubai a week ago.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And I was ready to come back. I just wanted my terrible bed back in my apartment, but it's home now. So
How was Dubai? Was it?
it was hot. It was
Very
very hot. It was 100.
Oh, you were there too?
No. I was referencing a video.
But no, it was a really good time. Lots of fun.
Now, did you try anything? Any foods? Anything?
Just their typical
Stuff.
food. Yeah. People were just talking about stuffed camel, but I didn't see that there. Yeah.
Well, really?
I don't know if that's a real thing, but people
I don't-
kept talking about it, so.
I was in Paris this weekend, and we went to a restaurant and they had horse meat, and we got into this debate about if you eat cow meat, why is it disgusting to you to eat horse meat? And
They're prettier.
Yeah, well, first of all,
That's
your
just-
opinion. That's
Yeah.
your opinion, because, I
It's a
mean,
fact.
Ada, her
Yeah.
favorite animal is a cow. She told me this. She's like, for some reason, it's because their ears are cute. I think that. See, that's what I said. But still, some people think cows are cuter than horses. So take it easy. Don't be talking trash about cows.
I'm
Also,
not talking trash about cows. I'm just saying they're not as
so
big as
what's the
horses.
difference between eating a cow and a horse?
I don't know. I've never eaten a horse.
I've eaten horse. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's
But
very
doesn't-
normal to.
Doesn't have a lot of doesn't have a lot of fat though, you know. So the flavor is very lean. You know, the flavor is.
Like
Big
buffalo.
expert
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, well.
Squirrels.
yeah. I'm never gonna live that one down. Yeah, but I think it's just that they're more muscular, so it's very lean, it's very tough. So generally,
Yeah.
like when you eat,
I would
they
assume
eat
so.
like carpaccio or like tartare, or they do something with sausage or something processing the meat, so that it's not so rough
Yeah.
to eat. Nobody really, even in France, is eating horse steaks,
Yeah.
which
I had tartare and it was really nice actually.
it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's
Horse
very
tartare?
irony. It tastes.
Hmm?
It's
Horse tartar?
No,
Oh, just-
no, it
oh,
was
okay.
just beef. No,
Oh.
but
Beef
I've
tartare
had
is good.
salmon tartare before, and this time I tried meat, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't even
nice.
taste it.
how is that good if you can't taste it? You know.
No, you can't taste like, oh, I'm eating raw meat. It tasted like a beet salad or something.
It has
that.
like it's very minerally. It's very earthy. You know, it tastes like
Yeah.
iron and like blood. You know, which is
Yeah, but
that's
like
a weird
very-
taste to like say you enjoy, but it is good. You know, like have you ever had blood sausage or
Yeah.
black pudding or anything like that?
Their
Anybody here?
blood sausage is gross.
Whoa, you're just shitting all over English breakfast and Irish breakfast right now,
And
which
we
is
have an
like
English person in the room.
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I wanted to ask you what would be one place that you would go back to? You know, we've all traveled a lot here, but what is one place that you would like definitely go back to in a minute? So I would start with Mari.
Actually, I talked about it in my review, but I will say like Capri, my favorite place, because I always go to the Capri every year one time, and there it is island, but I wanna back there. Yeah.
I'm going to Bari tomorrow. Has anyone been there?
Yeah.
Yeah? How
Yeah.
is it? What should I expect?
In this moment of the year, it's pretty normal. But if you go there when it's summer, it's completely craziness. It's total, completely weird
Chaos.
people. Yeah, chaos. Yeah, but it's fun.
Apparently, like, I want to see if I can understand the dialect, because they speak in dialect there.
Uh, I mean, I could understand it barely, and I live here since I don't know 1993, and they talk like they use the e vocal,
Mhm.
the e vowel instead of the a or the o.
Mhm.
So they say instead of pane, they say pene.
What, bro? That's
Wait,
wild.
Are you talking about in Italy the Bari?
Bari, yeah.
Ah,
in Puglia.
okay.
Yeah, I thought you said Bali.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you were
saw
about to go to
that.
Bali.
Yeah.
I was like,
I saw
because that's a
that.
hike, and
Yeah.
also they don't speak Italian there.
Yeah, because I saw to Indonesia,
Yeah.
in a Bali, because
No, Bali. Actually, I'm just going to Bali for the weekend.
Well, because
Because why
I don't
not?
know.
okay.
But I was watching this video on YouTube, and apparently this guy was doing stand-up comedy, but he was talking about the dialect in Bari, and he was saying that instead of padre, like father, they say watan. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Like
Are we still
Wonton?
talking about
It's not
body
a
or
dialect.
Bali?
That's
Yeah.
just a completely different word.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I
What's
wanted
up, Watan? How you doing?
Yeah, watan.
That's
Anyway.
weird.
Yeah,
That's
it was
weird.
It was weird. Anyway, I wanted to let's move on to news, Jack. What do you have for us?
I have a sad story to start off, and then we'll kind of transition to some nicer things. But so I know a lot of you probably know what happened a couple weeks ago on the United Airlines. So they had an incident a couple days ago where the son of the world's largest bunny passed away on a flight.
Wait,
And I didn't think it'd be that like incredible of news, but I'm sure we can put the picture on. But
You
that's how large the bunny is.
Wow, that's
The father of the bunny, and this bunny, his name was Simon, was expected to be even larger than his father.
how did he get on a flight?
So there is a mysterious celebrity owner that bought Simon. It was from London to Chicago, and they're flying it to the mysterious owner.
No, when you say mysterious, that's
It
because
said
we-
it's
okay.
a
All right.
it didn't, anonymous. Yeah, let's go.
Does he get his money back? Because
Um,
the rabbit died.
I don't know, but apparently it's not that uncommon for animals to die on Airlines 35 died last year, and 19 of them are all in United. So they're not
Wow.
they're not doing that well as an airlines, but an airlines that is doing pretty well is they're not doing well actually, but Norwegian, because they just ended up losing a lot of money last quarter. But they're now offering a flight from Europe to the U.S. for only 69 euros.
Yeah, I saw that.
For
I
a
saw
one-way
that.
ticket, which is
I got a feeling that's. I mean,
the
would you do
worst
it?
of the-
Would you do it?
I don't
Like,
think I
'cause-
would. It's the worst of the worst, probably. To do.
I'd rather fly United. To be honest with you, because
Really?
actually, like recently, their prices have gone down a lot. You know, being that they lost
Makes sense.
$255 million in market share after that incident with the poor doctor. Even though we did find out that he kind of instigated some. I mean, there was some other stuff going on.
He kind of exaggerated.
Yeah, and also the FAA says that if you are on an airplane, you don't have a right to be there. It's not like it's not a public space. We own this airplane. It flies through the sky and defies gravity. If we say you have to get off, then you better get off, or you're gonna get dragged off. Like, wake up and smell the coffee butt. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor and you have to go to Kentucky to work at your free clinic. I'm not trying to patronize the poor doctor. He probably went to a night. I don't know what school he went to, but regardless, what I'm saying is, if they tell you to get off, you better get off, or you will be dragged
I think
off.
he also had a little bit of a problem because he initially said, he and his wife said, yes, we'll do it. We'll get off the flight. And then they found out the next flight was tomorrow. And then he was randomly selected to take off. So it wasn't just that they took him off. It's that they knew they just picked him randomly when he had already offered earlier and then rescinded the offer.
It also wasn't because they overbooked. They didn't overbook the flight. The flight was, they had to transport 4 United Airlines employees because they didn't want to have to cancel a flight because they didn't have staff for it. So they said we could kick 4 people off a plane and we could then not cancel 1 or 2 other flights, or we could cancel 2 entire flights and then these people can fly. So as far as I'm concerned, that guy better, I'm not a utilitarianist or anything, but come on, guy,
I think
the greater
I
good.
think United, though, could have offered enough incentive, like increased
True
enough
that.
incentive.
More money.
For more, yeah.
Yeah,
For
because
someone
now
else to
now
come
they
off.
honestly they could have paid him all 4 people $20 million and still had $150 million to play around with that they lost anyway because of the stock market. So anyhow,
I don't know. I also read a story that in another United flight, the passenger was sitting down and then someone opened the what is it
Overhead.
called? Overhead, and a Scorpio fell down.
a scorpion,
Yes.
all
Yes.
right, well that's not cool.
So I don't know if people are
United.
starting to do things on purpose to get to sue and get money or something.
Are they
sounded
How do you
Sue
get a
or
super
scorpion
illegal.
through airport security? Well,
I
I've
don't
gotten
know.
some pretty.
I think
Well, let's
animals
not
are
talk
supposed
about
to be
it.
under the plane too.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. Under the plane it's not pressurized most of the time. So where your luggage is, generally they put dogs. If you're gonna bring your dog, either you have to have a small dog, you can bring it with you in your seat. If it's a service dog, you can keep it with you.
Yeah.
But if you have a dog that needs to go in a crate, they generally put it. It has to be a plane that has a pressurized holding a cargo area,
Mhm.
and a lot of planes don't. So it gets to be negative 35 degrees Celsius in that area. So if you want your dog to freeze into a block, then have fun putting him down there with your luggage. If you try, there was that video of the guy who snuck it. He shipped himself on a plane. He was in like a box or whatever, and he allegedly flew from Australia to some other part in Australia in the cargo hold. That's totally impossible because he would have died.
No one noticed that.
No, he would have died. It was fake. Like, he pretended in one airport and then drove to another airport and then pretended to get out. But yeah.
Wow.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Enough with United.
And then my last little piece of advice or news is that there's a new app called Recharge that came out, and it's going to help people who just get off of red eyes. You're able to rent a hotel room by the minute. So if you get off of your flight at 9 a.m. and you can't check into your hotel till 3, you can rent a hotel room for an hour to take a nap and recharge and drop it.
Prostitution. Just saying, generally when you rent a hotel room by the hour, you're not in there
No,
for
it's by the minute.
by the minute.
Yeah.
Is
But what?
So you could
It's just
take
the
a
same
20
thing as by
minute,
the hour. The hour is made of minutes, so they're both by time.
but it'll be cheaper. If you don't.
Well,
need-
if you want 30 minutes instead of an
but
hour.
how is it charged? Is it charged by the minute?
Yeah, by the minute.
So you can do 22 minutes, or 22
But
minutes
they're-
and 46 seconds. Can you do it by
You
the
can do
second?
22
Okay.
minutes, yeah. But they're only at it just unveiled itself at New York, upper end hotels, so it's pretty expensive.
Okay, yeah. Well, they have. I mean, in I'm not sure where in Asia they have nap pods in the
They
airport.
have that in the Amsterdam airport.
Yeah, in
as
Amsterdam,
well.
right? They have it. They have it all a bunch of places, but nap pods are pretty cool. You just jump in, you stick yourself in the little oven, bake for a little bit, get out. go where you got to go. Nice.
People come up with the weirdest jobs. I saw there was someone who was a professional line, like
A
waiter.
line, yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that. I saw that video on
the
Facebook.
video on Facebook. Yeah, he has,
Oh yeah.
yeah, has a crew and just wait in line for people. Well, anyways, Lexi, what do you have for us for your life?
I went and talked to a bunch of people that have just been traveling, mostly study abroads, and just what their favorite things they've done this semester. And yeah, so let's watch it.
Thank you, Lexi, for that video. What do we have next? Patrick, I see you brought a guest with you. But
Uh-huh.
before that, I want you to explain your shirt because I have no idea what it represents whatsoever.
This is there we go. This is a Mighty Ducks jersey. Teemu Selanne, one of the greatest Finnish people to ever play hockey. The greatest. Okay, well there's
The greatest Finn.
right now, yeah, but I feel like there's some future for the Finns. There's future for the Finns.
Yeah.
Either way, he is. I mean, I don't know, iconic. This is an authentic jersey from 1997. Yeah, I mean, they're currently it's the NHL playoffs, and Anaheim lost last night to. I'm an Anaheim fan, and they lost last night to the Edmonton Oilers, first game of the series. Hopefully Connor McDavid breaks his leg or something, and we win,
What's
and
the
then go to the
shirt
Stanley Cup.
passed down to you from like your parents?
No.
Just
Internet.
Internet.
No, I got it for my birthday or something like that.
Okay.
Something
The
Christmas. I
like
don't know.
mask reminds me of
The Mighty Ducks, maybe, like the movie.
No.
That would make sense.
That would make a little sense, wouldn't it?
That makes
Oh, yeah, that's because Disney owned the team. They bought a team and called it the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, and then it's no longer that, but still.
No, it reminds me what's it called? Sylvester Duck. No?
Daffy Duck.
Daffy
Daffy
Duck?
Duck.
Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone?
yeah, sorry.
It's like an angry Daffy Duck.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Without the rest of his body, or also white instead of black, and he doesn't have a little ring around his neck. All right, anyway, so I'm nitpicking.
Wait,
Yeah.
ruining like my imagination.
Yeah, I have a guest. She tagged me. Both she and my sister.
Would you sleep this quick?
We're doing this right now. Well, our producer told me I should mention something about traveling first, but
Well,
Right.
sleep it. We got it.
just because I got it in my hand now. Anyway, I have a guest, Liv Martin. She's I was supposed to do an interview, so we can talk about her art. We're gonna plug her art because she's a fantastic artist. Actually, her oil paintings are really, really spectacular, and she actually helps teaching art at our university. But in first thing we want to talk about, since it is a travel theme, is that Robbie said we should talk about. Last night I got a random telephone call from the Marine Corps, and I came up for a slot for a nuclear engineering program. So I get a year and a half and 88 college credits for free, and a signing bonus after I finish my degree here and become a nuclear engineer on an aircraft carrier or in a submarine. So that'd be pretty
Damn.
cool. But I still get to be in the Marines. I would probably be working with the Navy most of the time, but yeah. Anyhow, I'll be traveling then, just on ships instead of planes, like I normally do. But yeah, we're going to do a little segment since she tagged me in a video the other day, and my sister tagged me in the same video like 30 minutes later or before, I'm not sure.
What's the video?
It's a kind of like, it's a video, beard blowouts. Yeah, it's basically most people who are our age don't have that many friends with beards, I guess. So they're like, oh, let me just tag you in this, you have facial hair, so...
Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
you've seen it. So you take a round brush and a blow dryer and you blow your
Yeah.
beard out. And I did it yesterday at my house, and wow, it's pretty wild. Like
Can we
it
get
just
a close-up of
inflates
the
in
beard?
size. It inflates in size. I'm gonna actually go into the bathroom, wet her down good so she's nice and flat, and then Liv is gonna do a little beard blowout on me, and we're just gonna make conversation, I guess, while that happens. We won't be able to hear it since blow dryers are loud. You guys can do whatever you want to do while I'm doing that, and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, so let me take these off. Okay. We don't have to all be silent and watching
No,
me.
move on.
No,
You
no,
know,
no,
you
we're
guys
gonna
have
move
fun,
on.
do your
Okay,
thing.
don't worry
It's
about
not
it.
all over yet.
Don't be so self-centered, Patrick. Jeez. All right, we're moving to Indira for Spotlight.
Hi, today I interviewed some people around the campus about traveling and I hope
What
you
did you
will-
ask them?
I asked
This is a special day today because we're having a 360 camera. I don't know, if you can see it, Can you do like a close up on the 360
should-
camera?
oh, yeah.
Because that's new. This new gadget that we have today. We just keep like.
I'll try to get a 360 of it.
360.
We're gonna do this outside because there's a lot of mics in here.
This is gonna
You can
look
see the
very
before
weird
and after.
in
Yeah.
when we're editing it.
Be right back.
Yeah, so we're having a 360 camera. I've seen like only in BuzzFeed videos using that camera, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but we'll see how it turns out.
Like I've never seen like how it actually works.
Well, because when you watch the video, you have to move it around or something.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. You're like,
Yeah, it's like when I watch a video, I just
No,
want to
like,
watch the video.
I've
Yeah.
seen like some like apps like when like you're in a museum and you can see it live. Like I think like using 360, you just like move your
Mhm.
phone, and just
Like a,
like,
oh, okay.
moving around paintings.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if it works the same as.
There's it reminded me of there's a Facebook page like an Italian one that makes fun of Tumblr posts. So it's they have 360 video pictures and you move them around and like it has like funny like sarcastic quotes and like stuff like that. It's funny. Maybe I'll insert a picture while I'm talking about this. What else is there to talk about? Oh no! All right, reviews. I thought no. I already mentioned that. I already mentioned
Oh, yeah?
reviews. Yeah.
False alarm.
Okay. Well, good thing we can edit
Done a
stuff.
review.
What?
She did a review.
Well, she did a video of it. So
Okay.
yeah, so we're gonna like roll in the video. So it's like weird because like now that we have videos, the actual recording is shorter and like it confuses me. Oh,
I
but
got one for you.
okay, tell me.
Hi guys.
Hello, producer.
As long as we're
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
all right. So I mean, as long as we're talking about travel and specifically the topic of Norwegian Airlines came up, I just got a quick story for you.
Mhm.
It was August of this year, and I was flying back to Finland with my girlfriend for like a couple weeks before I came back to Rome. And I was in New York with Pat at his house,
Mhm.
and so we're flying out, and we get to the airport, and I'm like, all right, whatever. We're sitting down, we're having a beer at like one of those bars in the middle of the airport, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
a pop-up bar,
Yeah.
almost. Like there's
They're
no
trying to be-
walls.
yeah, they're trying to be fancy, but
Right, but it's
Yeah.
just to have a drink or
Yeah.
whatever. The terminal is like literally right here,
Mhm.
right next to the bar.
yeah.
And then, all of a sudden we hear two giant loud sounds. Okay, really loud sounds. Sounds like gunshots. I've shot a lot of guns in my life. I know what a gunshot sounds like.
You scare me.
The airport
I better sit like.
The airport goes into mayhem, okay? They reacted like from where I was, they reacted like you were the shooter and you were shooting people. There's ladies running at me saying he has a shotgun and he's shooting people. Okay? So immediately I get my girlfriend and a bunch of other people out the emergency exit and onto the tarmac. They put them on like China Airways thing and I go back up because there's literally kids paralyzed in fear getting like pinball around these terminals. You know what I mean? There was over 100 injuries. But of course you don't hear about that in the news media. You know what I mean? So I literally jump behind the bar, okay? I know for a fact that nobody can come from behind me.
Yeah.
So the emergency exit that I put my girlfriend and about 100 people ran out, there is no parts of the airport where they could come back in.
Okay.
So everything's in front of me. So I literally broke a bottle and waited behind the bar and just waited. You know what I mean? Like you react like it's live, like whether it happened or not, like that's how people reacted. So that's what I was going to do. So, I mean, I had the broken bottle in my hand, just thinking to myself, like, I can see him if he's coming because there's only one view and it's right in front of me. But then literally like 6-7 minutes later, SWAT team came around the corner. I'm like, drop the bottle.
Innocent.
Glad to see you boys. I mean, granted, there's definitely a rookie in the back who looks scared out of his pants. But, what the craziest thing to me, honestly, is the fact that they tried to say in the news media that it was the gun from the Olympics of Usain Bolt's race going off from a bar that was probably 100 meters away. I was like, buddy, are you kidding? And then, of course, it's just drowned by the media. You can't see anything about it anywhere. I mean, meanwhile, I'm sleeping in the airport for a day and a half on a terrorist scare, and we get nothing in return from Norwegian except for, you know, a little sorry, a pat on the back, and like a $12 meal voucher. Yeah. No thanks, dude. Yeah, but that was it, man. It was wild. It was wild.
That sounds scary. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at that point, I mean, it's really, it's just like it's a different animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, unfortunately, my last 8 months has been wild. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I had the airport scare. Then 3 weeks later, we're playing like in the ocean, and we're doing this little game. Like King of the Raft, you know? Like King of the Raft, 2 guys go on, and just like little stupid games, right? This kid runs into the water, dives into the water, and he just comes up like a floating body. So we're standing there like on the thing. I'm like, holy. I run into the water with like 4 other guys, drag him out, okay? He's paralyzed, and he's not moving. His eyes are open, but he can't move any other part of his body. So we wrap him in blankets, get the ambulance to come to an island in Finland. And in Finland, they all have countryside houses. Yeah. Okay, so these things are off the grid. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then after that happens, I go to Valiosta in our spring break, and it's a wild time on the mountain. So, I mean, it's been a crazy day. Be careful when you travel. Keep it light, keep it right. And that's about it. How'd the beard go?
So it's just bigger. That's literally all that happens. Not that you can hear what I'm saying, by the way.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come over here. It definitely looks more put together.
I don't really like it, to be honest with you.
It looks
Like,
stylish.
I put stuff in it to keep it like more down and more pointy. Oh, thank you. It smells nice, actually. But this is the reality of it is that it is good to blow dry your beard, because when you actually start having a serious beard, you get dry skin on your face. You know what I mean? You know how annoying that is? Yeah. You know when you fall asleep and you like feel it, like it's like hurts, you know? Well, if you blow dry your beard and it's fully dry before you like go out of the house, also you got to put a little beard oil in there, maybe get some beard balm, you know, even get a little beeswaxage so you keep your things straight, you know. Then your face is a lot healthier. You get a lot less dry skin. You don't want to get face dandruff, which is like the weirdest, grossest thing you could ever have. So, you know, it's for awareness. We got to keep up awareness on face dandruff, and we got to try and prevent that problem. So, there you go. That's what we got. I got a big old man beard now.
I've seen on the internet people doing weird like stuff with their beards, like they put in like little daisies, or like they wet them, they put glitter.
Glitter is no. We're not doing any glitter beards. Don't get any ideas. All right. Now I have braided my beard before, and I have put little beard jewelry in it. When I was working longer, it was longer than this. I was working on the road a lot. I hadn't been home in like half a year, pretty much. I was working out west in America, driving trucks and moving big stuff. And I just said, I'm gonna let this go, and I just started looking like a pirate.
See where it'll take me.
Yeah, and so I bought two little like metal collar things, and they like go over. So before you braid it, you like get it all together, and they go over like one thing, and then you braid it after, and so like it's right up in it, like Jack Sparrow kind of a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I had in my mind.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot nicer, because the only thing is then when it's braided, if you like fall asleep like this or like chilling like this, it'll just be stuck like at an angle, just going like whoo over there, you know. And also I then later tried to catch a football in a blacktop football game, and I jumped for a ball, and I was looking over my shoulder, and I looked, and I was jumping into the hood of a car. So I messed up my chin a little bit. It doesn't grow in proper anymore. But we're getting back up there. The scar tissue's going away.
Since you mentioned Jack Sparrow, there's a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I mean, it's not out yet, but I saw the trailer, and I don't know why they keep making those. I think they should have stopped maybe at the 3rd or 4th one, but
I like them.
You do?
Yeah.
Even like the newest ones?
I like.
No, I like them too, but not the newest ones.
No, the newest ones are not as good, but I think this one's going back a little bit more towards the older ones. I think it's going to include more of the original characters.
but I don't. Is Johnny Depp in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Orlando Bloom too, and
Yeah.
I think they got
Keira Knightley as well.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
I like Keira Knightley. Actually, I have a very good friend in New Jersey who's a 6'6" male named Kieran Knightley, and I'm like, guys, Keira Knightley was already a famous actor when you guys had this child. Like, why did you
Is it
do that
spelled
to
the-
him?
Is it spelled the same way?
No, it's Kieran with an N. Knightley is spelled the same way.
Okay.
It's just Kira with an N and then Knightley. Interesting fact.
Apparently last night it was a new moon, and that meant there was an energy apocalypse. So did anyone like feel different at all last night?
I feel different every day.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly. I never know. I'm myself.
No, like, do you feel like an awakening or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in those like spiritual things?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
100%.
Like I believe like moon somehow can affect us, but not
Well,
that
we know
much.
it does.
Yeah,
We know the
tides.
moon does. Yeah,
You know,
tides,
like-
periods, things like that, lunar cycles. But
Cycles. Yep.
but I do believe in spirituality for sure. Like, and I think that the fact that humans for the last 1,000 years, 2,000 years have disconnected themselves from spirituality is the reason that we're no longer evolving. Interesting. Getting a little deep out here. But I'm pretty in tune with people's auras, and chakras, and things. You know, I'm like, I kind of have some senses. I
Do
think.
you believe in crystals?
No. That shit is garbage. We don't, crystals and all that stuff. No.
What do you mean with crystals?
Like they have like different crystals represent like different.
Different
People,
garbage.
Like, charge them. It's weird. They'll be like, "Oh, I have my lucky crystals with me today."
Oh.
Yeah, or
And
like
they,
you
like,
put
wear
them
them
on
around
your
their neck.
body. You put them on your body and you rest them for like a few minutes. I don't know. It's somehow like you feel different.
Or
or
like
something.
different crystals for
that
different
Wicca?
chakras, some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, crystal meth, that probably makes you feel different. You know what I mean? Regular crystals, though, not going to really do anything. Stalagmites, stalactites, like, what are we doing here? You know, going around caves trying to get crystals so we could rub them on each other. Like, what the hell kind of weird society are we living in?
I don't know.
Yeah. What did I miss? Anything good?
What did we talk about?
Well, we don't need to do a recap while we're in the show, so.
Yeah,
You're right.
We've been talking about traveling.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the Norwegian story of Robbie.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a movie. Like,
Yeah, Robbie
I
took
don't
us kind of
think
on a dark
journey.
Come to our house and it's dark all the time.
Scary shit.
Wow. Well, this was a really nice episode so far, I have to say, guys. Like, I feel like we really, we're turning into something now. This
Yeah.
is something.
This
You
is
know?
something.
Good job, guys. And on that note, nothing is
Yeah,
said anymore.
It's probably the good energy from the moon. You know?
It's the moon energy.
Yeah.
Oh, from crystal.
Yeah, crystals or
Our
crystal.
chakras are aligning.
Yeah.
Surprised because like I'm so tired and my neck hurts. I don't know. I slept weirdly. The heating in my apartment is off. I don't know if they turned it off because
Mine's off too. My
I
apartment
don't know,
is
like I wanted
freezing.
to ask about Paris because I'm going there. Like I,
Change
heard
topic.
I heard about like another terrorist attack like happening.
yeah,
like,
we were
last
there.
week.
It happened on a Friday night. No, yeah, it happened on Friday night. It was in the central, near Saint Élysées. It was like the central street in Paris, and there was I think like one shooting and one police officer was down and someone else was injured. But thank God, like none of our hostel that we stayed in, we all stayed in the same hostel, was kind of far away from there. So and no one was around that area. But we had like some people like Miyama who was coming from the airport from Beauvais, which is like the one that's really far outside of Paris. And she was taking a bus from there to somewhere central in Paris, and she couldn't leave, but she ended up arriving in the hostel around maybe past midnight, and all safe and sound. But
We should probably just give her a little plug for her music, Bielma, because she has a really great voice.
yes.
She does some really
She
good music. Actually,
does.
Robbie's kind of involved in that. And,
Yeah.
she's also, like, she's definitely an interesting person. Like, I think she has a great image for music. You know, she's from Kosovo, like,
yeah.
not a lot of people out there famous
Yeah.
from Kosovo, you know what I mean? Do you know any? Probably
yeah,
not. I know a couple.
recently heard her new
Her new
The
song, the
I
original,
remember
her
the
first
name of
original
it.
song.
Yeah, I remember.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. There
Deal
you go.
with it. It was really good.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mel My
Very-
Steffi.
Lana Del Rey-esque, you know what I mean? She's
It
got a very
is.
deep,
Yeah, very deep voice.
good range though. Like it's,
I get those vibes. Yeah.
yeah, it's nice. She's into, she loves Lana Del Rey, like it's a thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think she'd be great on an Action Bronson hip hop feature. I think would be seriously because he loves people from Albania and Kosovo, so like he would snatch that shit up right off the bat.
All right, well, this is what we have for today.
Nice.
Thank you everyone for being part of today's podcast, and we'll see you again on Tuesday.
Word.
What?
Thank you.
No school on Monday, by the way, 1st of May. So we'll be recharged on Tuesday for another episode.
All right.
Bye bye.
Okay.